Alright, well I just got a nice surprise. Second hole in, we've been here for 5 minutes, which has been a curse lately, but I got a really jumpy, like mid-30s, and it kind of spiked up to 50, and it just sounded really junky, but I wanted to get it out of there just to see. And the first thing I pulled up was this old nail, or just big piece of iron. Welcome back to Dirty Digs.
What's going on, guys?
Shawn from 603 Diggers. Finally back out again. He had a little mishap and hurt himself. It's all better. Supposedly he's all better now. Let me show you. We got all this field. There's more over there. There's more over there. 1840s house. Another field back there. And this all this land, I guess, belonged to a ship captain way back in the early 1700s. So there's lots and lots of potential here. We'll see what happens. Well, Shawn didn't make it more than a few feet away from the trucks, and he just said nice out loud. So ooh, what do you got? The Spanish?
Oh, I think it's just a Roosevelt.
Oh, really? Let me see. Or is that one of those discs?
Okay, we'll do my glasses.
Well, there is something on that for sure. Pretty sure that's going to be a real. Actually, this might even be something cooler. Let me turn you back on, see if we can get some of that tarnish off. All right. Well, that's what you can make out on the front. You got the SCH. And then when you flip it over, it's like some sort of castle-looking castle or fort. Some leaves or something. There we go. Now you can see it. I do not know what to make out of it. I'm going to keep looking once I get home, but yeah, I tried for like a good 10-15 minutes just now, and there's just not enough for me to go off of to figure it out. So if anybody knows what it is, definitely throw it in the comments, and hopefully I'll have an ID for you by the time I even put this video out. Very cool though. Good job. Alright, I decided to come up and crowd Shawn where he just got that cool silver coin, and I just got this tone. 88.89, which usually means quarter, but we'll see if it's anything different. And just like I thought, it popped right out of the hole. It was like right in the top of the plug. Just a quarter. Turn you on for the next one.
It ended up being a butter knife.
Alright, Shawn just came over here. I just dug a quarter right here, and you got a butter knife.
Parquet butter.
Stainless USA. Not that old, but you can probably take it home and use it still. It's got a mid-50s tone. This soil is so dry right now. It's tough getting down. But a nice big dandy button. Let's see if I can get anything off of it real quick. Yeah, there's something there. I'm going to try getting it a little bit cleaner and I'll turn you back on. And hold on.
Right there. You got the big one, I got the little one.
Oh, and Shawn just got one behind me too. Got a little, what looks like a tomback. Very cool. Nice. So we're hitting some buttons now. And we've only been here for like half an hour, so should be a good day, I hope. And we got so much land out here. Alright, I just got it cleaned off a little bit. So we got like a cool little starburst pattern. Very nice. Shawn cracked open a button.
Yeah, broke it.
Oh, another tomback. Very cool. So, definitely an old area. For sure. I just got a loud mid-80s tone. I thought it was going to be bigger, but got to narrow it down to this clump. It just wasn't too deep. Let's find out what it is together. See a rim and a quarter. All right. A lot of quarters in here. That's like my third or fourth one already. They at least old. 87, not really. All right, keep trying. All right, so I'm out on the edge of the field. Field's just on the other side of those trees. And we got like this pile of wood chips, and I got a mid-50 stone. And I got my first D-buckle. Very cool. All right, so we got a little update on this. We stopped for a little bit, and I spent like 25 minutes going through coins and stuff. So this is a Hamburg 1750 1 shilling. I would have had the one right above the, you can almost make it out, right above the SCH. And then below it, it says it just SCHI above it, and then LING or LLING below it. And then right here is like towers or a castle. It actually doesn't flip the right way. And that's like towers or a castle right there. And it has more of a wreath around it. But yep, that's what it is. I'll add the overlay on the video so you can see what it's supposed to look like. But that is super awesome, super cool.
Did you tell him the property was a captain's property?
Yeah, yeah. I just got a mid-50s tone. I got this thing. Not sure what it would have been to or anything. Might have been a shank right there or a loop or something, but not sure. It's weird looking. Well, I found the remnants of a cellar right on the back of one of the fields. Got brick. I don't know if you can see any here, but you got brick all over the place right here. A depression right over the top of that. And I just got a mid-50s tone. You got a button. And then Shawn just dug a piece of a, like a corner of a shoe buckle, he said. It's really thick in here, so it'll be tough swinging, but could be a virgin cellar back here. It's all like pushed in. There's only like half of a depression left. So, let you know what else we find. All right.
Just 5 feet away from that shoe buckle, you got a flat button. Got that there, and the shoe buckle was, I'm sitting on the plug, but very nice.
Yep, so you got a nice little flat button, and then you got a little piece of a shoe buckle.
I'll show you. Okay,
Oh, yeah, nice open work one. That is nice. Very cool. Yep. So definitely an old cellar that used to be, and that's where the depression is. I don't even know if you can see it through everything. Right there on the backside of the field. Well, as I was filming him dig up the button right there, I put my machine down and got a signal immediately and got a little tom back. Very cool. I just got a low 20 signal and I got a pewter spoon bowl. A little bit of the handle. Wonder if there's anything left in there. Is that it? Oh, there's another piece of it. Or is that just a nail? I don't know. Yep, not sure. But yep, definitely an old cellar up there, I think. Now I'm at the very bottom of the hill. Seems like a whole bunch, like this side of the cellar caved in, and I think a lot of the stuff just kind of came down with gravity and the natural erosion of the hill. All right, it's got a really small, like 42 signal. It's a little cuff collar button. I don't think there's anything on there, but came up really high for something that tiny. Probably just nice and thick and brass. That right there is like a weird little runoff channel. When it rains hard, I guess, comes right off the field, and it's definitely dug a deep ravine down the hillside. And there's a river down that way somewhere. All right, right here, just under this tree, about 2 inches down, I got a mid-40s tone, and I got a mouth harp. When you look them up, sometimes they're called mouth harps, sometimes they're called Jew harps. Very cool. And then Shawn found a couple nice buttons. Look at the size of this one. Nice big tomback. Very cool. Nice. And we're still just kind of circling around that depression. That's probably, well, definitely a cellar. And once we make it to the top of the field, we'll check out right there in the field, and hopefully there's plenty more. The field's right up there. Hopefully there's plenty more stuff from that cellar. Keep you posted. Welcome to the Find of the Week, everybody. This week we are featuring Jim Burgess in his New York Militia button from the 7th Veteran Infantry Regiment. Jim's been detecting for about 2.5 years now, and for the last 6 months he's been running the minelab Manicore. While detecting a hayfield, he got a bouncy 60 to 65 signal, about 3 feet off a rock wall. And that's just like one of those signals that might be something, might be nothing at all kind of tones, but he dug it anyways, and Jim uncovered an incredible piece of history, a New York 7th Veteran Infantry button. That is definitely not something you see pop out of the ground every day, especially in such great condition. Take a look at that thing. It's beautiful. It's just an outstanding Civil War era relic and a well-deserved spotlight. So congratulations, Jim. Great find. Now let's get back to the next hunt. Hey guys, welcome back to Dirty Digs. We got Shawn from 603 Diggers, and we're out doing a cellar. Got the cellar right here, and I just found I got a 15-16 signal here around. I just got a curious little item. Not too sure what it is, but if you have any ideas, toss it in the comment. Alright, well, I just got a nice surprise. Second hole in, we've been here for 5 minutes. which has been a curse lately, but I got a really, really jumpy, like mid-30s, and it kind of spiked up to 50, and it just sounded really junky, but I wanted to get it out of there just to see. And the first thing I pulled up was this old nail, or just big piece of iron. And then I was still getting a signal with the pinpointer. And that was underneath it, about another 2 inches. Check that out. That's in beautiful shape. I'm going to give it a nice little cleanup and see if it still has a little dinger in there. Alright, got it all nice and clean. Take a look at that beauty. I love finding these things. It's been a while too. Usually right there it would have a make a mark or a size. This one, I don't think it's going to have either. Either way, still really nice to find. Very cool. Alright, Shawn just found something cool. Pretty much right on the other side of the wall from where I dug the Crotal bell. He got another top portion one.
It was in the stump.
It was underneath this stump right here.
And
Oh, there's something else in there.
I don't know if it's going to be Crotal bell or we'll pop it.
Let's find out. We'll live dig it.
I know, right? Got it. That's the one we just gotten. Wah, wah.
Oh, just a big nail. Alright, cool. Either way. So he got his right here, and I got my Crotal bell right there. So only about maybe 5 to 8 feet apart, just on the other side of the retaining wall. Very cool. Alright, we just walked across the street and we found a cellar that barely even shows up on LiDAR at all. And started swinging around it, and within 2 minutes got a mid-20 signal. And I got my first button of the day. Very cool. Let's see if that's a... Yeah, I think it's Tomback. Very cool. Nice. Alright, it's got a 15 to 18 signal. And we get another Tomback. Very cool. So the site definitely has got some age to it. Alright, me and Shawn just drove all over the place looking for another one. There were a bunch of them that were just inaccessible or on posted land with no like owner that we could like knock on the door. But we finally got out to one that we could get at. There it is right there. Shawn's way down there. And right here, I'm about 10 feet from the cellar. It's got a mid-20 signal. And I got a little button. It almost looks like there might be something on that. Sorry, bug. I don't know. I don't see anything definitive. But that's pretty cool. So, see what else we can find. We've been out here 2 minutes and I just found this, so. Well, it's got another mid-30 stone and got a garter clip. At least that's what I'm told they are. At least we're finding old stuff. And Shawn, he just found something cool. Now he's got to find it. Check that out.
fancy on it. I'm not sure if it's a thimble or what I thought it was.
Huh. Thimble or cantive? I think that's silver.
Yeah, that's what it rang up high.
That's cool. Congrats. Alright, Shawn just found something cool. I didn't go close enough to the edge.
Got a gold-plated band right on the lip. That wouldn't have been my high tone. I had a high tone in here.
Well, a copper ring probably would be high. That's pretty cool though. I don't know where he's getting any plating, but
yeah,
definitely a cool find. Well, I just got a 51 and I got my own ring. It's a lot smaller than his, but it came up. He said his rang up as a 23 or a 28, something like that. Mine was a 51, so very cool. And it's tiny, tiny, tiny. This is as far as I can get it. Won't even go over that knuckle. Right there. That's the very farthest it'll go. So women or children's. And the cellar's right there. He's still working the edge right in front of where I was. And I'm starting to do a wider orbit. And we'll see what else we can find. Alright, I just got a 55 signal. And we got a plain flat button with a back mark. You can just barely make up. So mid 1800s, give or take. Nice. Me and Shawn found a filled-in cellar, and it's super irony, super trashy. There's cans everywhere. It's in a public spot. I just got a deep 28 signal, and it's got to be, I'd say 11 inches or so. And I got an old, really thick pewter rat tail spoon bowl, or what's left of it. To my understanding, that's why they called them a rat tail, because that's where it would connect the handle to the bowl, leaving that telltale mark. Come on. But yeah, very cool. So definitely an old site, all completely filled in. I mean, you're looking at a tiny little depression that's maybe a foot difference from the surrounding terrain. But 100% used to be a cellar. You can see a little bit of stacked rock kind of poking around. But all right, I'll let you know if we find anything else. And then right there, I haven't even filled in the hole where I dug that spoon bowl because there's still something in there, but Shawn just tossed this over to me. And it's enough where you can tell it's a weedy. So you got a lot of varying degrees of date range right here.
Yeah, now we need 300 years better.
Yeah. He's got 1900s and I get mid 17 probably.
Because I got the 900, he's got the manifold.
Yeah. But I'll let you know what comes out of here again, because I'll show you. It's probably the rest of that spoon. So I'm going to work on getting that out and I'll show you. Alright, I finally got it out. I mean, pushing like 14, 15 inches. from where I first got this to where I went deeper and deeper to get the whole rest of it. It came out in 3 pieces. So, but we got it all, so it's a good sign. It's definitely got some age. And we got some brick mixed in there too. More confirmation that it's a cellar. But I'm going to get this hole put back together and keep swinging around and see if I can find something else old. Alright, I just came across this signal. High 60s to 73. And before I pulled that plug up, it sounded kind of trashy and junky. But as soon as I pulled it up, it sounded great. So I'm going to try and get down to it, and we'll see what we can come up with. Alright, I'm getting down there. Somewhere right in here.
Pop that can.
What? Oh, I just popped it right there. Ooh.
Knee buckle.
Small shoe buckle, I think.
Alpha petite shoe buckle.
It's on the, yeah, it's on the long side, which means it's shoe. If it was on the short side, it would be a knee buckle. But that is really cool. Little tiny knee buckle, shoe buckle. Let's make sure the pin and shape and everything. Nope, it's gone. Well, that's cool. That's better than if it was a copper or something. This is one of my tiniest ones yet.
I'll take them buckles over spent copper any day.
Very nice. Looks like it's just plain. But it goes to show the date range we're dealing with right here.
1700s, early 1700s.
Definitely early 17, early to mid. He said there's even, close by, there's even some 1600s activity, so there's a few homes standing that are still from the 1600s within a mile or 2 of us. Very cool. All right, we worked our way out to like this island area that we're at right now that had a cellar on it, and we had to kind of jump a couple of creeks and bogs to get out here. And the cellar's right above there. And we've been here for a good hour without a single signal, so this place has been hammered too. We found somewhat recent, I'd say within the past couple weeks, like holes that were left open and stuff like that. But yeah, got a mid-30s tone. I got an awesome little cuff button. You can see just by the marks on it that it's all handmade. And I think that is still, I could be wrong, but I think it's still a little bit of thread in there. So I left it. That is super cool. Very nice.